Welcome to Max class. Today we learn about algebra. In algebra we learn some patterns. Mathematics is easy when we look at it as a study of patterns. Patterns allow us to make reasonable guesses. Understanding patterns provide a clear basis for problem solving skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, etc. Here 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, 4 is even, etc. So odd numbers and even numbers alternate with each other. The branch of mathematics that deals with such patterns is called algebra. Algebra dealing with symbols and the rules for manipulating those symbols. The symbol represent quantities without fixed values, known as variables. A, B, C, D, etc. are known as variables. Algebra is used widely in many fields that include banking, insurance, accounting, statistics, science, engineering, and manufacturing, and so on. We observe and try to complete these following patterns. First one, 5, 8, 11, 14 and dash dash dash. Now we complete the given pattern. The difference between first and second term is 3. And the difference between second and third term also 3. So the difference between we add 3 with fourth term, we get fifth term, and we add 3 with fifth term, we get sixth term. We add 3 with sixth term, we get seventh term. Okay, now we complete this pattern. 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23. And the second question, if 15,873 is multiplied by 7, we get 1,11,111. And 15,873 is multiplied by 14, we get 2,22,222. Then 15,873 is multiplied by 21 and 28. What is the answer? Okay. So now 15,873 is multiplied by 21 equal to 3,33,333, and 15,873 is multiplied by 28, we get 4,44,444. So 15,873 is multiplied by multiples of 7, we get the similar pattern. Patterns in number operations. In the first chapter on whole numbers, we have learnt about numbers that are multiplied by 1 or 0. For example, we know 57 into 1 equal to 57, and 43 is multiplied by 0, we get 0. But we also know that this statement is true for all numbers. So we can say any number is multiplied by 1 equal to the same number. Any number is multiplied by 1 equal to the same number. Here, algebra gives a way for writing such facts in a short and sweet way. We can write the above statement as n is multiplied by 1 equal to n. Here n is a variable. Here n is a variable. A variable is a here n on left hand side is just a letter that is used instead of saying any number. And the number on the right hand side, the number n on the right hand side is the same n. This ensures that we get the correct statement. A variable is a symbol, usually an alphabet like N or X, that represents a number. A variable is a symbol that represents a number. For example, the following pattern such as 7 plus 9 equal to 9 plus 7. 57 plus 43 equal to 43 plus 57. 123 plus 456 equal to 456 plus 123. From this, we can simply summarize as A plus B equal to B plus A. A plus B equal to B plus A. Here we have two variables, namely A and B. Each variable can take any value, but the value of A is the same on both sides, and the value of B is also the same on both sides. But the values of A and B need not be equal to each other. So A is not equal to B. So now understanding operations on variables. Example 1. Madhi is 3 years elder than his sister Nila. If we know Nila's age, can we find Madhi's? Okay, so consider Nila's age is n and Madhi's age is always n plus 3. Nila's age equal to n and Madhi's age equal to n plus 3. As we give different values for n, we get different values for n plus 3. If n equal to 4 means n plus 3 equal to 4 plus 3, 7. Now, Nila's age is 4 and Madhi's age is equal to 7. If Nila's age n equal to 8 means Madhi's age 8 plus 3 equal to 11. So, Nila's age equal to 8 and Madhi's age equal to 11. Now, we do the sums given in exercise 2.1. First question, fill in the blanks. The letters A, B, C, etc., X, Y, Z are used to represent variables. Variables means without fixed values. So, the letters A, B, C to X, Y, Z are used to represent variables. Question number 2. A quantity that takes different values is called a variable. Question number 3. If there are 5 students in a bench, then the number of students in n benches is 5 into n. Here n is a variable. Here n is a variable. Question number 2. Say true or false. Subdivision 1. The length of part B in the pencil shown is a minus 6. Here the length of pencil equal to 6 centimeter. Length of A part equal to A centimeter. B part equal to dash. Now we can find the B part from the given values. So the length of part B in the pencil shown is a minus 6. This statement is false because the length of part B equal to total length of pencil minus length of part A. So total length of pencil equal to 6. Length of part A equal to small a. So length of part B equal to 6 minus a. So this statement is false. Subdivision 2. If the cost of an apple is x and the cost of a banana is 5, then the total cost of fruit is x plus 5. This statement is true. Now cost of an apple is equal to x and cost of a banana equal to rupees 5. Then total cost of fruits equal to x plus 5. This statement is true. Question number 3. If there are 11 players in a team, then there will be 11 plus q players in q teams. This statement is false. So there will be 11 q players. 11 into q players in q teams. Students, I hope you all have understood about this topic algebra. Thank you.